Hi, my name is Max Stanley, and I am the product manager and squad lead for the regular fill app team for this year's senior design 2019 through 2020. Me and my partner Peyton, the developer manager of our team, will be discussing our showcase presentation. The regular Fill Brands company was started in 2019 by our project sponsor Henry Gurman. The project started in a true startup phase with nothing but a team and a couple ideas. The problem was that events with friends are not very easy to schedule. We wanted to create a new way to schedule events with friends that wasn't business focused, such as existing apps like Doodle or Google Calendar. So now I'll introduce our stakeholders. Henry Gurman is our main stakeholder who started the regular Field Brands app. And Shiv Kumar is a former UNL student who is also a sponsor, helping Henry Gurman. So now I will introduce our team members. We have Tahir Ahmed, who is a developer on our team. I'm Max Stanley. I'm the squad lead and product manager for our team. David Garza is another developer on our team. Ranish Reddy is a developer on our team. Jesse Reyes Cortez is also a developer on our team. And we have Peyton Tenzilo, who is our developer manager. I'll also introduce our project manager, Jeremy Suing, who was a huge help for our team this year. We met with him once a week to discuss the progress of our project, as well as ask him any questions going forward. I know Jeremy didn't miss any of our release meetings. He was always there to help us. He was a huge aspect of this project, and we can't thank him enough for everything he did for us. Our tribe lead, Brady Garvin, was also a huge aspect of our project. He was always spotting small errors that no one else would have caught, and he helped us out with our deployment processes and always kept us on track on the technical side. So our project manager and tribe lead were extremely helpful throughout the whole project.
Hey, so I'm Peyton Tantalo, and I just wanted to go over the problem and opportunity and our solution build. So the problem that we're faced with is how do we make scheduling events with friends easier? There's a situation that we wanted to solve where it's basically you're at a party or you're at a social gathering, and you run into somebody that you haven't really talked to in a long time, and you really want to catch up with this person and you want to hang out with this person, and so both of you say, hey, let's hang out, and then nothing ever happens. And so we wanted to make that easier or make it easier to create and schedule events so that instead of nothing ever happening, then you can just send a link to them and it'll like figure out the times for you between the two of you and so on and so forth. And so our solution was to make a virtual assistant that makes it easier to schedule events. And so this provides like a mobile-friendly web app with SMS messaging so that there's no download necessary. That way anybody can join in and they don't have to like download an app or they don't have to download any like web app or anything like that. And it allows the coordinator and the people in the event to work as little as possible to create an event with their friends or to join an event with their friends. So the solution, this is a little bit more about our solution. So just the basic process of this is that the coordinator or like the person initiating the event, so they create the event and they add a few times. The app will generate a link and send the poll to the coordinator, who forwards it to all the friends they want to invite. Once they fill it all out, text message is sent to the coordinator, and asking to close the event. Once it closes, if they say yes, then it will close the poll, and then it will decide what the best time, location, and title are for the specific event. You can set up recurring events as well if you want to just like do something once a month or once every 3 months, and then and so yeah, that will hopefully make it easier to just coordinate between a bunch of busy schedules and plan out an event. All right, so let's do a quick demo of the regular fill app. So what we're on right now is called our dashboard, where we can see our confirmed events, recurring events, pending events, and whatnot. So you can see all of our different confirmed events, and just like these are a bunch of like test events that we've been doing. So what we want to show you is the create event. In order to create an event, you first put in a title and a location. So we want this to be showcase presentation. And we want the event location to be on Zoom. You can also add multiple event locations. So we can add also Discord here just to see what happens, just to like show the event, the voting capabilities. Anyway, let's move on. So you do have the option to make an event recurring, but let's not because this is only one time thing. And now we've got the date selection, and so we can select a bunch of dates and times. The dates and times from other events are showing up here so that we don't accidentally override and have the same event multiple times. So let's put this for presentation from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. So once we selected our times, it'll give us a quick little review. So show all the titles, locations, whether it's recurring or not, and then our selected dates. And then we can create our event. So once we create our event, I'll receive a text message from the regular Phil app phone number. It tells us to do is to use this phone number and forward the next message to our friends. So let's just copy and paste both of these messages over to a group with regular Phil app and Max. So we do this, and then we also, not yet, copy this over into here. So then let's wait a little bit, and then it will automatically populate the invitees list with the person that I sent, or the people that I sent it in the group with. So since Max's number was here, it automatically populated with Max. So let's continue on to this poll. So we'll vote on behalf of Max just for this demo. We want our location to be Zoom because this is actually on Zoom, and so we'll check Zoom and not Discord, and then it will tally that up. And then let's say we want to do Monday. We would prefer to do on Wednesday, but then we maybe can do Friday, but we would rather not. And so you can go through, you can click through these all and specify the different dates. So let's submit this poll. Now, once the poll is submitted, I, as the coordinator, since I created this event, will get a text directly from regular Phil that says that everybody has responded to my showcase presentation. And so I do want to close the poll, so I'll say yes. And then once that's done, it will calculate everything. And in this message, it will say that the voting is concluded for my event. Showcase presentation located on Zoom will take place on Wednesday, May 6th from 5 to 7 p.m.
So I'll talk now a little bit about some value and highlights of our project. The value that we created for the sponsor is a basic use case scenario, an app that he can use to build off of going forward. We created an easier way to schedule events with friends rather than existing apps such as Doodle or Google Calendar. Our team learned a lot during the process. A lot of us didn't have experience with things like React, Django, or AWS before, so this was a learning curve, as well as SMS messaging, group text message API offered by Bandwidth. We had to learn how to use this, as well as natural language processing using Python was something that none of us had really worked with before. So a lot of new technologies we had to learn, and it turned out to be a successful merge of all these new technologies into our application. Now I would just like to take the time to close the presentation and really thank the sponsors for the project and the opportunity that they gave our team this semester. The project was truly something that I don't think any of our team had experienced before, and we learned so much from all the new technologies that were introduced to us, and I think we had a ton of fun being able to design the regular Fill app in a flexible way and be creative with how we created it, but also taking the requirements you want and implementing them. So yeah, thank you, Henry, and thank you, Shiv, for
always being there for our team and being with us all the time on our team meetings and our team times, and being there for our release meetings and sticking with us through this process and through this project. I don't think we can thank you enough for the opportunity that you guys gave us. So with that, I'm going to close out the showcase presentation. Thank you all for watching and listening.